When we hear the word seduce, we usually think about love or romance, but in reality, seduction is everywhere. Have you ever wondered how a person actually managed to seduce another, not just in love, but in power and influence? Hi, I'm Cheathy Mayanuth, and today I'm going to do the book review. And the title of the book is The Art of Seduction, which is written by an American author named Robert Greene, and it is mostly self-help and strategy book, but it also mixed with history, psychology, and philosophy because Robert Greene used real example in the past to explain his ideas. And I chose to read this book because I bought it last year, but I haven't read it yet, so I think it's time for me to read it. And what is more significant is that the book itself is interesting, that people could gain insight into power, influence, and relationship. And moreover, yeah, it's based on the recommendation I read. And moreover, I chose to read this Concise version because it still keep the key strategies and examples, but it removes some of the longer story and detail, make it shorter and easier to read. And Robert Greene himself released this Concise Art of Seduction, which is the condensed edition of his original books, The Art of Seduction. Seduction is a game of psychology, not beauty, and anyone can learn and become master at the game. All that is required is that you look into the world through the eye of a seducer. The art of seduction is split into two parts. For the first part, talk about the seductive character, which explain the 9 types of seducer, which help you recognize what make you naturally attractive. And the 9 types consist of the siren, the rake, the dandy, the natural, the ideal lover, the coquette, the charmer, the charismatic, and the star. And the second part talk about the seductive process, which explain 24 strategy that help you create charm, overcome resistance, and lead your target to surrender. And it also split into 4 main phases. Phase 1. You spark desire by being interesting and mysterious, leaving your target curious and wanting more. Phase 2. You lead them away by creating fantasy, surprising them, and pulling them into your world. Phase 3. You set the trap by mixing between closeness and distance, adventure and nostalgia, so they become emotionally attached. Phase 4 is the final move that you boldly seal the connection while keeping some tension so it makes them feel like they can't live without you. What I like after reading this book is that not only can it be applied in relationship, but it also can be used in leadership, marketing, and social life. And moreover, Robert Greene also used the historical figure to explain his concept of seductions, such as Cleopatra, Giacomo Casanova, Napoleon Bonaparte, Queen Elizabeth I, Marilyn Monroe, John F. Kennedy, and Charles de Gaulle, and so on. For my favorite part are lines saying that, unable to have them, we become obsessed with them, which show that when thing is hard to get, our brain see it as more valuable, and we naturally want what we can have, which can make our desire to grow stronger and even lead to obsession. And another line saying that the more obviously you pursue a person, the more likely you are to chase them away, which show that when you chase someone too much, it will make them feel pressured and not interested anymore. So keeping some distance will help you become more attractive. After reading this book, I learned that some of the greatest seducers were not good looking at all, which illustrates that we don't have to be good looking to seduce a person. And the great seducer is the outer directed, which explains that you have to listen to others and get into their spirit. Getting into someone's skins and imagining what it is like to be them will help seducer to gather valuable information because in everyday life, many people never care about us. So making someone feel special and noticed is a strong way to draw them in. Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction is an eye-opening book that reveals how influence and persuasion shape relationship, power, and everyday life. And I would like to recommend this to anyone curious about human behavior and especially to those who like reading self-help or strategy book. So now our video of book review has come to an end. Thank you. Bye bye.